no question about it.
Stuckey outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's the Pacers up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years.
Oh, that's him.
As a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's that's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
That is a real nice-looking deep 3 ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
And here is Turner following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And the wide-open shot from Stuckey. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Stuckey's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Pacers. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And stolen by Stuckey. At the elbow, it's George. The Cavaliers pull it in, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Here's Stuckey after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. That's good. Stuckey's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And listen, Cleveland were the favorites to win the Central Division last season. High expectations given they finished 3rd in the Central in 2014. But that's just what adding LeBron can do for a team.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Pacers leading by 4. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by George. 12 points for Ellis.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Cleveland did win the Central, as you alluded to, won 11 in-division games against what was a very tough division.
No easy opponents in that Central Division last year. 3 teams in the playoffs, and 1 was knocking on the door. The Cavs did what they needed to do to bring home the banner.
Miles, that's good.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession. You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm, and they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in. And with that shot, the Indiana lead's cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from James.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Here's George. Off the left rim and out.
right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
They grab their own miss. Shumpert, it drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Ellis. He had a 15-point out in the Milwaukee game against Miami. And the Cavaliers with possession here. James left side for 3. Smith. And it's Miles with the rebound. Indiana leading by 6. Outside, George. Jumper off the screen. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. George has got 6 points.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Turner up top. Shoots from the right block. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Damn.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. Tristan Thompson comes in. For Shumpert, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Pacers, Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for George, and it's Hill in for Ellis. Now here's LeBron. He's got 7 from downtown, and it's Miles with the rebound.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Mahinmi, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Indiana leading by 7. Hill dishes to Hill. Pick up by Hill. Hill drives in. Smith with some nice D.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Hill. Down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejão.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. And the Pacers also making a change. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for C.J. Miles. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Hill pulls it in. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Plenty of space. Cleveland gets it back. And Indiana shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch.
Looking now at some numbers for Hill. Some last season stats for him. Was in at about 9 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And after a disappointing season last time around, he's got to feel like he's got a lot to prove.
Well, he's got the talent. I mean, he just needs to identify what wasn't working last season and then get busy fixing it.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
So he gets them both. Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
Williams inside. He's guarded by Hill. Jefferson's shot is off. Indiana leading by 5. Hill kicks to Hill. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Hill's got 6 points.
And, you know, the Pacers had made the playoffs in each of the last 4 seasons prior to last year's miss. Hard for a team that was coming off back-to-back conference finals appearances to stomach that. But with the injuries, they'll be better and back in the playoffs next year, I'm sure.
Williams with the block. And they get it back. Stuckey passes to Mahinmi. Hill kicks to Hill. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Verejao grabs the board.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and...
Oh my God, that's a foul.
First, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you can't play the scorecard. You have to play your game. They need to mix it up a little bit here.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
He shoots again.
And the second chance plays aren't easy.
So we've reached the end.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. You gotta love the Monte Ellis we saw in the first. He had 14 points and 1 steal. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the board, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Percentage-wise, they were in the low 30s. That's right, low 30s from beyond the arc. That won't get it done. Every team in the league now relies on some level of consistent production from the three-point line. But if you dug yourself a hole and you aren't a three-point shooting team, that needs to change.
Just about time for the 3rd quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the horn.
Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Ellis having a terrific game. He has 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the 2nd half. They've got Hill, George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mahinmi in at the 5, roaming the paint. George, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's the bucket, good. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt in his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Mozgov with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shumpert's running, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
James wide open. Another miss by LeBron.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of basketball. basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Shots good by Ellis.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor. First off, look, every year there are